bummer, but we have to discard our Opus, right? Because Winota's so strong. Mana's no issue, though. It is just a bit of a bummer because it takes us further away from our Alrund. But I think it's important to clean up the field, especially when there's such two strong creatures. I mean, that represents lethal damage on us. Hello and good game. Welcome back, everyone. Thank you so much for helping support the channel. If this is your first time here, definitely subscribe because we've got a 500,000 gem giveaway, free cash prize monthly tournaments. I just gave away the Scalding Tarns, invisibility. Oh no, my green screen color has been adjusted. It's no longer an invisibility sleeve. Oh, the gig is up, everybody. You busted, HGG. So there's lots of stuff going on. Get in on that. And my next magic trick will be filling someone's standard collection with the D&D release when that comes out. So you're going to get all your rares on me, which is quite cool. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, help support where you can. Get in the link tree to snoop about if you're looking for anything within today's video. And speaking of today's video, Dragon Breath. You know, this is a smelly deck. You're going to want to take cover. A Prismari control deck that, you know, is really, really good. Having a lot of fun within the matches that we're engaging in the top 500 Mythic for you guys today. Winning some, losing some against a lot of really cool organic text, which is great. In today's video, we'll not only showcase the deck, but we're gonna break it down in depth so you know how to operate it or pilot it, you know, for your first time. Talking about strategies, synergies, you know, how do all of the cards interact with one another to form that coherent archetype that we love so much within the control variant. We'll also break down the gameplay footage, showcasing the playlines and interactions, discussing them to the best of our ability, highlighting any misplays that we may have made in real time as we've realized though, which is great. And this is going to give you, again, a further understanding of how the deck is meant to be played. It will also give you a nice idea, you know, if you are a beginner or you don't have all the cards for the deck, you know, if it is right for you and your playstyle, and maybe more importantly, your wildcard collection, right? Wrapping up with our final thoughts, deck review, stuff like this, future content plans, etc., etc. Thank you so much. I hope you have a magical day, and of course, enjoy today's video. Oakley dokley, 60 cards, best of one, 3.8 average, 34 non-creatures with 4 creatures. We do have a primarily blue split deck with some red in here, but a lot of the red is dual or hybrid mana. 22 lands with MDFC, you know, it's going to bring us to a friendly 26. You'll never be missing your land here today, and the deck really is revolving around the intervention for 4 mana, sorcery speed. As an additional cost to cast a spell, exile an instant or sorcery card from your graveyard. Draconic Intervention deals X damage to each non-dragon creature, where X is the exiled card's mana cost, and if they would die, they will be exiled instead. And we will, after having this resolve, exile Draconic Intervention, which is really cool. And of course, we're comboing that with Magma Opus. We can discard Magma Opus to create a treasure token and then exile it from our grave to deal 8 damage to everything, right? Just totally wiping the field with our Dragon Breath. Instant speed for 8 if you want to hard cast it, dealing 4 damage divided as you choose among up to any number of targets. Tap 2 target permanents, create a 4/4 blue and red elemental creature token, and draw 2 cards. Woof. You can do this, you know, on your opponent's upkeep, tap their lands, you know, destroy their creatures, stuff like this. That's quite interactive. You can also do it on their end step if you want as well. Or what I like to do is on combat, because you're making that 4/4, right? So if they've got creatures, you can maybe potentially leave their creatures alone, put the damage elsewhere, and then kill that creature with the flash blocker through the 4/4. So there's really a lot of value within the Magma Opus, and again, you know, just conforming to the theme of the Dragon Breath here, which is quite nice. Breaking away from that, what's better to do after a Magma Opus or wiping the battlefield? Well, Alrunds Epiphany, sorcery speed for 7, so creating 2 1/1 blue bird creature tokens with flying, taking an extra turn after this one, and that's the real banger there. And then exiling the Epiphany after we cast it. We can reduce its casting cost through the Foretell mechanic, getting it out for as little as 6. Again, this is easily achieved via the discard of Magma Opus, creating that treasure token, right? We're sacrificing the treasure to utilize it as a mana source. We also have 4 copies of Prismari Command at instant speed for 3. Choose 2. Command deals 2 damage to any target. Target player draws 2 cards, then discards 2 cards. Target player creates a treasure token, destroy target artifact. Whether we need to discard something last second for Draconic Intervention, or we're just making the treasures, we're dealing damage, and we can even cycle through our deck with that discard, like I said, as well, which is quite nice. Maybe trying to find our Magma Opus or Alrunds Epiphany. Coming full circle, this is a control deck, so we're going to need lots of that. We have 2 copies of Disdainful Stroke for 2 mana, instant speed, countering target spell with converted mana 4 or greater. 4 copies of Jwari Disruption, the MDFC land that I mentioned earlier, at instant speed for 2. Counter target spell unless its controller pays 1. 2 copies of Negate at instant speed, counter target non-creature spell. 4 copies of Saw It Coming for 3 mana at instant speed, counter target spell. Foretell for 2, reducing the casting cost there. There's Draw to support the counter magic. 2 copies of Behold the Multiverse for 4 at instant speed, scry 2, then draw 2 cards. Foretell for 2. 4 copies of Mazemind Tome, an artifact in which we can tap to scry 1, paying 2 to tap to draw a card. Every time we tap, we accumulate a page counter. Once there is 4, then we're going to sacrifice it and gain 4 life, which is great. It will go into exile as well. With all of that out of the way, you know, we do have Castle Vantress, tap for 5, scry 2, passages to thin, a Temple of Epiphany for the scry, as we don't have any 1-drops, and the pathways to make it pretty consistent. The main objective of the deck, like I said, is to hopefully match up against an aggro deck, wipe their field, gain card advantage, play the Brazen Borrowers, play Alrunds Epiphany, you know, get Magma Opus going, and you should be able to close out the match just with the sheer value and pressure that you can apply to your opponent after you wipe the field. Try to make the game last as long as you can, but again, make sure that you always have that draw engine to supplement your removal and disruption. Thanks again for your guys' time and attention. If you have any questions about the deck, make sure to leave it in the comments below, and both myself and the community will do our best to get back to you and help you out. Like I said before, if you're looking for any of the goodies, the contests, the giveaways, the community invites, the tournaments, that's all available within the link tree in the description below. Or of course, you can Google Hello Good Game Linktree. Today I'm playing with Magic the Gathering Arena Assistant. Make sure to download that for free if you're on Windows. It's really going to level up your playing as well. Thank you so much. Enjoy the gameplay footage, and I'll be back to wrap up in just a few. Alright, so, I mean, if it's an aggro deck, we have the intervention, we've got the discard. It is aggro. I have to stop farming the biddies here. Crisp picture, clean audio. I feel like I need an audio engineer. Someone said my audio quality was bad. What a threatening thing to say to another individual. It's like annoying and I hate it. We're gonna counter that with Jwari's Disruption. We're chilling. I mean, intervention comes soon. The Savior can protect something, though. I mean, if you set me up, I'm gonna alley-oop. Just straight dunking. Alright, we're okay, though. We're gonna recover with that tapped land. 2 commands, Petty Theft, Draconic Intervention. You have to say it in like a wicked Russian accent. Draconic Intervention, I think. Because we can't kill it. I mean, we've got no 4s in graveyard, so we better keep on going to Counter Town. Alright, pass our turn. Now we can wipe everything because we can discard this, make the treasure token, exile it from the grave. Do a giant finale. So this gets to learn annoying, sure. We use Prismari Command here. We will have the dog sacrifice to protect the 2/3. Hey, what do you guys think of HGG's new haircut? I mean, it's not done or anything, but better than it was at least. Had the COVID curls going on, yo. Our turn. Certainly. Certainly, certainly. I say we just clean it. And again, we only need to deal a little bit of damage here. Right? So Disruption can go. 2 damage to the lot of them. 3 cards in hand. We have 5 available mana here. Ooh. A Winnow skis. And then a Silverado. It is annoying, I'll admit. Winota is herself a human. So I think the answer here is quite literally treasure, 2 damage, 2 damage, treasure. If that, you know, like to the targets. If you follow me. LOL. If not, this makes 0 sense. That's okay. Right, so now we can end our turn. Going down to 10 potentially. Actos. Might be annoying. Maya's in the studio doing her daily laps. Protection from everything but 4. Oh, don't mind if I do, Hugh. Don't mind if... So we're going to take this 4. It is what it is. We hit it up again. We do have to deal... Zed. Cancel. This is a bummer, but we have to discard our Opus. Right, because Winota's so strong. Mana's no issue, though. It is just a bit of a bummer, because it takes us further away from our Alrund. But I think it's important to clean up the field, especially when there's such 2 strong creatures. I mean, that represents lethal damage on us. Unable to bounce Haktos with the Petty Theft as well. Haktos is tricky. That guy can get you. Oh, they're going to take our Brazen Borrower because we're so far from our Epiphany. And it also blocks them. Or not. I'll pass turn. We just flash block it. And if they try anything, we have the negate on whatever they try. Trade. Fine. They play a land our turn. Great news. Mazemind Tome goes out. We gotta get pretty lucky here, right? We can't counter that. It's gonna take the Tome, but what we can do is draw a card here. So at least we get something. Apparently there's no land in our deck. Oh, it's already in exile, so we can't foretell it. Ah! I see. I see. So we've got 6. We need 9. Maya, get out of here. You're making a racket. She doesn't understand. She's like, oh, I love to make rackets. That's why you got me, isn't it? So we can scry it up at the very least, I guess. And we are kind of looking for the land, but at the same time, we would prefer to find an answer for the Skyclave. That doesn't... Actually, it does. Because we can bounce it for 2 and then saw it coming. As they try to replay it. And if they don't play anything, then we can flash in. Oof. So let's stroke that. May I stroke your blade, Historian? And then let's bounce this. We get a 2/2. Awkward, I know. Everything's tokens here. The treasures are tokens, so they don't really get anything if they replay it. And then we're left to progress with our main objectives, right? Getting some land finally. We're up to 7. We need 9. Well, 6 land plus treasure. But you know what I mean. You know what I mean, brah. So let's take the scry here. Wow. So, like, neither of these are land, but it's, like, stuff that I should keep. And we do have 2 damage on board every turn, which eventually will need to be answered. We have 2 counter spells up, plus a negate, which is, you know, basically 3. It's a creature deck, though, so Skulls is something that we could copy with the negate, right? Really? Well, let's go Borrower, and we can still protect it, and now we're dealing more damage, rather than just scrying something that we already know we're drawing. Boom, and turn. I feel like we might grind this out. We definitely have way too much counter magic for them. Oh. Oh. Okay, they're top decking. That's 8. We're getting close. 1 more land and we've got double turn. We have a negate. We have scry. Opus should stay. Tome should stay too. I mean, I know the land is what we want, but these things. And we can actually cast the Opus here. Let's end our turn. Just to, you know, do it officially. I don't know. They could have that white spell that ends the turn. And no, we do receive the win just with, you know, token, flyer, holding up mass counter magic. Alright, we're going first. We've got 3 land, Intervention with Prismari Command. Okay, right? Like, let's roll out. Autobots engage. Okay. I mean, should we play slow? No, let's hold up counter magic. I really like Jwari's Disruption. Like, countering their turn 2 is like... It's a play. It's definitely a play. Oh, never mind. They take it out from underneath of us. You jerk. Let's pass our turn again. We can discard Magma Opus. Really? Are those both Doom Scars? What's going on? I'll bite. They can have a free turn, I guess. I'm not sure what they'd play. So there's that angel. What is it? Do they play speaker here? No, we get the scry. I guess looking for land, or, I mean, even saw it coming is not bad. But we probably just want to wipe the field. I don't know, let's play it slow. I hate to throw a counterspell out and then, like, need it, you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm just, like, really interested as to what else is there. Let's push this to the side, reduce its cost. We have Brazen Borrower's Petty Theft open, so we're not receiving damage, and we're just kind of like pushing the game back. It's not a bad thing for us. It's a good thing for us as a control deck. The longer our match lasts, you know, the higher chance that our value engines really catch up to them. Because I don't have any creatures, right? So we're not really... Well, there's the... So that's problematic as well. To stop the life gain, let's bounce it. We probably should have countered it, and then the problem was dealt with. Maybe that's a misplay of ours there, I think. I was focused on the petty theft, though. I didn't reassess. The land is nice. It is untapped, though. Ending our turn. We do have to counter that next Legion Angel. This is fine. It's a dead card. Just ignore it, right? And then another Valkyrie is fine. Yeah, we just take this. Let's draw a card. A lot of damage. And I do think I definitely should have countered this a while ago. Like right when it first entered. Having remorse on that. We can't afford to get hit. We do have 6 mana up. Let's just clean these out. It's going to be Legion Angel into Legion Angel. Which is hard. And I still am unaware of... I know there is an angel with Foretell, but I forget, man. Oh, it's the one that saves all your other creatures from removal. Or it could be Starnheim Unleashed. Okay, so that's a move. Let's take a Scry. Negate should stay if that's another one. My turn. Let's use our Epiphany here. Just gives us some more comfortability. Let's take the Scry again. We gain 4 life, back up to 19. Tome can go. I mean, it's good, but I feel the need to be more serious. We pass our turn. I would like to find another Opus and another Draconic Intervention. Have you ever seen someone throw a match so hard? Right? So let's counter this. That Starnheim Unleashed, you know, those 2 angels was unexpected. We double hashtag triple block. Oh! Jesus. Whoops. I wanted to triple block that one and then bounce the other. It is what it is. That's as good as a top deck as, you know, we could have ever asked for, quite literally. We're going to pass our turn. If we can hold on through that terrible circumstance of not countering that angel off the start, it's the Shepherd of the Cosmos. 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. They don't have anything. But we should still counter this, because we're also screwed. Yeah. We need to use our borrowers to block the 6/6 eventually. Or no, we can bounce it. What was I thinking? Okay. Too many options, you guys. There's too many options. Let's just bounce the token. Take 4. Sure. Land goes out. Great. Pass our turn. We have the Negate. Ready for the Starnheim. You fool me once. Shame on me. You're not gonna fool me again. You hear that, Mr. Bush? I remember. So we want to make an artifact. We want to hit them for 2. Sacrifice our ravens to the cause. Alright, it's the last card to die, so it doesn't do the +1/+1 on the creatures that share the card type. And we have 7 normal mana, so I think we can start to, you know, utilize these treasures, get some offensive going. The stroke is lovely. Hopefully there's no 3-drops. Please, sir, play a 4-drop. Hey, Simmer, you gonna give him a cry? Show everyone your crybaby meows? I don't know if you can hear him or not. He's whining. Oh, 4-drop in the house. Woo! Just getting lucky. We flash in a borrower, and we flash in a borrower. We're out of treasures. We're hitting for 9 though. Well, a little late on the wipe intervention. Could have used you. You forced us to deal with everything the hard way. That's okay. Let's take a scry. Disruption can go, land can go. Both are useless. Wow. So they have to block, and we can deal 3 damage to everything. But what if they only blocked one and they gain lifelink and then the 5/5 would survive? This sucks. Pass turn. Woof. I didn't know people use this card. I'm glad we're in an organic match, right? It's a longer match. It's been 12 minutes. And it's an organic deck, right? Mono White Angels is something that, you know, you guys typically don't run into. This deck I made myself today, so I know you're not typically running into it either. So 2 organic decks battling it out in the top 1000 Mythic. Does it get any better than that? Well, it would if I played my lines correctly, maybe, right? If we countered that first Angel. It could have stopped a lot of heartache, and then we may still have resources to deal with this. That takedown off the top is just absolutely groovy. Let's scry it up. What is in our future? We only have 7 mana and definitely not 4 red sources. Right? If we had the 4 red sources, in which we have 3 of them, whoops, then we could double Draconic, which would be really good. Yikes. If they... So I don't know why this didn't attack, just to make the Angel. Not good. Dang it. Well, we better get the red source play, even though now we've bottomed them both. So we're not going to get a double because we already cast one, but... Should we put a stop here? And they get the token? This is bad. We have to scry. We have 4 mana. Ouch. Let's take the draw. It's not an artifact. Good game. And Rally of the Ranks could have been countered as well, because it really has been helping them dodge my intervention. So a few misplays, I think, on my behalf. Well, the discard doesn't work. We only have 1 card in hand. Well, shoot. Like, we can kill this, make a treasure, but then we still don't have the mana to blast them. Really, really good game. And they have protection. Whoa! I love it. That was great. Woof, woof, woof. All right, so that was actually fun. Making a new deck, testing it, and not running into meta decks. 2 thumbs up. That was a fun day. In Mythic, new decks, win, lose, didn't matter. For some reason, it sucks so bad to lose against a meta deck. And then losing against a non-meta deck is like totally fine. I think my green screen needs adjusting. And you know why I know this? Because my invisibility sleeve for the Scalding Tarns no longer works. Oh my gosh, it kind of works if I shade it up. It's still there. It needs to charge in the darkness. You know how like luminescent things charge in the light and then they glow in the dark or whatever? This is the opposite of that. Narco essence. It needs the dark. I don't even know. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed my video. Thanks for your support. Of course, have a magical day, right? You know, don't stop at it enjoying the video and watching more content, supporting financially. You know, don't stop with the Patreon, the YouTube, the affiliate links. Really take care of yourself as well, okay, you guys? And of course, watch more videos. I'll be here in just a second if you want to keep the party rolling. Peace!